My name is Stephanie, and you may have seen me from some of Gabby's videos. She and I had some conversations before about my experience teaching international students English. So she invited me back, and I'm so excited. I'm here to talk to you today about 3 lies that you may have heard from an English teacher. Okay? But before we do that, I just want to make sure, maybe you haven't heard about this, but Gabby has an excellent 7 Steps to Fluency free online sample course that you should check out. It's at gonaturaleNglish.com/7steps. All right, so check it out if you haven't done that yet. Okay, so maybe you studied English before in a traditional classroom, and you had a teacher who told you some things that might not be true. Maybe your teacher had the best of intentions, but sometimes some English teachers have some old school ways of thinking. All right, so number 1, one of the lies that your English teacher might have told you was that most of the learning happens in the classroom. This isn't necessarily true. Of course, the classroom is a great place to start your studies, but you should do a lot of your work outside of the classroom. Okay, so you need to work on your listening skills by watching videos like these, the news, movies, TV shows, listen to music, read books. Reading is a really great way for you to keep up with your fluency and improve your vocabulary, and of course, always try to communicate with as many other English speakers as you can. All right, so outside the classroom is just as important or even more important than the work you do in the classroom. Okay, number 2, another lie that you might have heard from your English teacher is that if I pass the TOEFL, I'm going to do really well in an American university or an English-speaking university. Okay, well, I have had some students who have passed the TOEFL and who have done really well in the American university, it is true. However, I also have a lot of other students who pass the TOEFL and expect that they're just going to be fluent in English, but this isn't necessarily true. You really have to work on your all-around fluency, right? Not just taking that test. Some students are excellent test takers, but this doesn't mean that they're great at their communication skills. When you get into a university, especially in the United States, you're going to expect that you have to communicate a lot. Group projects, teachers expect you to talk to them a lot in the classroom. You also are going to have to read and write a lot, so get ready for that. Okay, so yes, you can study hard for the TOEFL, but you also need to work on your overall fluency skills. Okay? All right, the last lie that you might have heard from your English teacher is that you have to study grammar first before starting to speak English. This isn't true. You should work on your grammar, yes, of course, but studies show that students who are much more active at speaking and really trying hard to build confidence in the language are much more likely to get fluent in English faster, okay? Yes, studying grammar is really important, but that's not all language is, right? You need to work on communication. So don't worry about making mistakes. Don't worry about all those errors that you think you're making. No problem. Just communicate. That's what it's all about. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm so happy that Gabby has invited me to make some videos for her. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.